What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So, what we'll basically be discussing in this video today is in regards to why society shames masculine men. The one thing that you guys have to understand is that as men that are working on trying to become the greatest version of themselves every single day, you're going to have people that are going to shame you for embracing your manhood. You're going to have people that are going to shame you for you embracing your masculine aura. And that is because we live in a society that is matriarchal, which supports women dominating men, right? Even though it might not seem like that on the surface, down deep in the spiritual realms, that is the reality of the situation, right? There are so many double standards in this society that favor women and make men look like we're dogs, make men look like we're bad people, hold men accountable. But when it comes to holding women accountable, they don't want to, right? Because apparently nothing that a woman does can ever be wrong. But we on this channel, we in this society, we're going to hold women accountable, right? It's the same way that women hold men accountable, we are also going to hold women accountable, right? So that we can all grow, right? The point is that society shames masculine men because what a masculine man does is that a masculine man embraces his aura as a man, embraces the presence he brings, whether it's spiritual, physical, financial, in every single aspect, right? And he brings it to the woman, and he also brings it to his family. And the reason that they're trying to shame him, especially in this society now, is because the modern day woman wants to be a feminist, right? The modern day woman wants to be a feminist. And when the modern day woman wants to be a feminist, she believes that she's equal to a man, in which she's not. God didn't even make it for a woman and a man to be equal. So women are jealous of the power that men hold in society, or men held in society. So now they're doing everything in their best power in order to be able to persuade men to give them all the power, but not specifically saying it. And that is what has caused a generation in a society of weak men, right? So when you have masculine men that understand the value that they bring and do not allow a woman to walk all over them, they call it toxic masculinity. They call it toxic masculinity because a man who is embracing his aura will not allow a woman to walk all over him. Why? Because he understands the value that he brings to the table, and he will never allow what's in between a woman's legs to have control over him, right? Because most women do not have anything else valuable to offer to a man's life other than what's in between her legs, right? They also believe that their careers can match up to our careers and that men care about the same thing that they care about, which is not true, even in the slightest, right? And that's not to say that you don't have certain anomalies, but even with the anomalies don't speak for the majority of men. The anomalies don't speak also for the majority of women, right? You have to be able to witness all of these things and see these things the way that they truly are so you can be able to move different and understand what the truth of the reality is, what the truth of the situation is, right? You have to be strong on your principles as a man, regardless of whether a woman comes into your life or decides to leave your life. You have to be strong in your principles in every single thing. Because the thing you have to understand is that from the minute that we were born as little boys, we have already lost. Because number one, we had to build our value, which basically means we weren't born with value at all. Or if we were born with value, it was very minimal, right? So we have lost since we were born because society has told us lies about how to treat the women. Single mothers have also lied to us and told us on how to be simps, as well as society. So we became these simps, and then the girls that we liked didn't like us back because we weren't masculine, right? Because they didn't see us as the alpha male, right? The thing you have to realize is that by not learning these things at a young age and growing up with society of lying to you, you start to develop all of this built up anger and frustration because you're not getting the women that you want, right? And it's unfortunate because even especially with like social media and all of the new technology that's coming out, they keep giving men more and more reasons to believe that it's okay to be a simp, by hitting these random girls up in the DMs and thinking that these girls are going to be cool with all of that. But deep down inside, they're just giving women more and more reasons to continuously emasculate them. So when you have a masculine man that's on his principle and chooses his purpose over the woman and chooses what is going to benefit him over the woman, a woman will try to come into the equation and try to make the man believe that what he's doing is wrong by shaming him and calling him toxic, by asking him who hurt you and all of these things. But in all reality, it's not about who hurt us. It's about us knowing the truth. And you're intimidated by us knowing the truth. So when you encounter men like us, you believe that it's okay to either walk away or you'll shape up. But if you do walk away, you walk away because you can't handle the pressure. So what do you call it? You call it toxic, right? You call it toxic because you can't handle the pressure, but you know that's what you need in your life. And you even know that. That's why you'd rather walk away, because the thing is that most women are not willing to put in the work towards them becoming greater. They want an already finished product, but they're not willing to put in the work to make that product to become even greater, right? You have to see these things for the way that they truly are, because the society doesn't want masculine men. They will shame masculine men and call them toxic, right? And they will shame it and call it toxic masculinity. Ignore all of the shaming tactics. They're there in order to be able to move you away from you being on your purpose, from you knowing the truth, and do what you believe is right. Continuously stay on your masculine principles, continuously keep grinding, continuously reaching new heights, and do not allow anybody to make you feel like what you're doing is wrong, because they want to continuously be tricked by this matrix. A lot of these so-called women, right, that are on the toxic masculinity wave, believe that it's toxic, are so influenced by everything that is happening on social media and can't even have a mind for themselves. Most women don't have a mind for themselves. They go along with what they believe they're supposed to be doing based off of how other people live their lives on social media. Instead of seeking individualism, they would rather be part of a whole group, right? But when men are honest, when masculine men tell them the truth, when men that see the truth tell them the truth, they can't handle the truth. But they want us to be honest with them at all times, right? But they're not even honest with themselves. Neither are they honest with us, right? They will only tell us what they believe is right for themselves. They would try to stroke our egos in order to be able to finesse us out of our money or finesse us out of our resources, right? Or finesse us to be able to give them back validation, which is their currency, another one of their currencies, right? Other than physical cash. They live for the attention. They live for the validation, right? Us men, we don't care so much about the validation because we validate ourselves. We don't need validation from other people to be whole, because what are you going to do once you don't get that validation from another person? You're going to die, or you're going to feel worthless. You feel me? You have to be able to be comfortable with within your own skin. That is what masculinity is pride of. Being comfortable within your own skin and grinding and not caring what other people have to think, and you trying to become the greatest version of yourself. People along the way are going to shame you, and listen, that's okay. But you have to keep fighting to become greater every single day, regardless of who shames you or doesn't. Because masculinity isn't going to die off in the male community. We're going to continuously push until men realize their true purpose in life, and we're going to keep grinding until every single man in the society becomes masculine. If you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you do not understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button. Leave me comments. Let us continue to grow as a family. I am Wokey Bucks. We are all part of the woke family. Let us continue to continuously educate ourselves. Let us continuously grow every single day. And let us continuously become part of this family, right? So leave me comments. I will respond to your comments. Once you guys leave comments, also respond to each other's comments. Let us keep growing as a woke family, right? Subscribe to the channel at Woke Ebucks. WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. More bangers are coming up in store this week, so stay tuned. Share this video with as many people as you can share this video with, especially men. Let us continuously help the men in the society become more masculine so they can realize their value in life. Share this video with as many people as you can share this video with. Social media links and Patreon link will also be down in the description below, so make sure you give those a check. Without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is Wokey Bucks, and I'm out, man.